everyone. It's probably a fine volume for things. I don't know. Again, I don't have my fancy microphone plugged in, which means this is just weirdly in the kitchen now. So I hope the audio is fine. But hello, everyone. Welcome to today's stream. I'm not wearing makeup. It's been an interesting day already. Hello, everyone. Hello, blue-haired NB and Kristen and we already have a hydrate. Oh, Lord Jesus. We already have 2 hydrates. That was technically 3 hydrates, which is good because it is 5 p.m. I am already a little tipsy. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Me and my boyfriend had an entire bottle of wine, and we didn't realize the alcohol content was, hold on, what was the alcohol content of that wine? Oh god. It's almost 14%, which is a lot, so I'm already slightly tipsy. Does that mean I'm gonna drink even more? Maybe. The only thing I'm doing today is tempering chocolate because I have the caramel here. It's done. Remember to watch the pot. We're fine. We don't need to watch the pot yet. We do need to fill it up with water though. I'm gonna do that while I drink water. I have to do this one-handed though, which isn't very easy. You can do better than that. There we go. I've added water to this because in the meantime, I'm going to take this bowl and add chocolate chips. Drunk before me, that's outrageous. I love it, yeah. It's so weird, like, I don't know, like it feels weird drinking earlier, but also my boyfriend goes to bed at like 9 p.m. So when he's like, hey, I'm gonna start drinking, it's like 3 p.m. I'm like, that's outrageous, but that's also your 5 p.m. So it's like a normal time for you to drink. Anyway, that's why I am already, again, slightly tipsy at 5 p.m. So we might as well just keep it going. I still have the wine from, the last episode I was drinking. Was that the Milk Duds? Was I drinking for the caramel? No. Because I wouldn't have drank for the caramel because I would have been too afraid that I was going to severely burn myself. So what was this? What was I drinking this with? What was I doing that I was drinking the fizzy wine? I completely forgot. I literally, like, edited the video and everything. It's the drunken me. Good job, me. Do we have more hydrates? Goddamn. I do need to hydrate. Water bottle. In the meantime. Get your shit together. We're literally just melting chocolate. Time is in fact a lie. Oh yeah, it was the brownies. That's what it was. Also, thank you, Matthias. Time isn't real. Time is an illusion that we made up to sell more holiday cards. I don't know. But I have milk chocolate in here, specifically Ghirardelli. I don't know how well this is gonna work. How am I feeling? Oh, I'm feeling a lot better. I woke up this morning with a little bit of like a tickle in my throat, which made me very nervous because my boyfriend's had like I don't even know what it is. He says like he got like not an infection, but like something like in his sternum. Like his sternum was inflamed and it could possibly lead to pneumonia. And I'm like, I have no idea what's going on, but I'll take care of you. I don't know if it's contagious or not. But then after like because like I woke up and I filmed that TikTok. And then maybe like 2 hours later, I'm completely fine. Like the tickle's gone. My throat doesn't feel any worse than it should. Like everything, I feel fine now. It's 50-50 chance whether or not I'm gonna feel fine tomorrow, because it's, right now, like, it's the waiting game. You know when you get sick and you're like, you feel kind of sick, but after that, it's just like, you may or may not be sick. You could just be like, I don't know, dissociating and having like a weird mental health day, or you could be physically sick, or at least just weird me problems that I deal with. Anyway, also we have the marble slab here, so I will be tempering chocolate, so I should bring out all the tempering stuff that I need. Most specifically, you. And I need my large offset. I'm not entirely sure where that is. I also have chocolatiering forks, which I can use to dip things. I think the best dipping method for the Milk Duds will be this little circle thing. I don't know if you can see it, but just put a little little caramel piece on top because it's still all like one big rectangle and it's kind of hard right now. I promise the caramel's softer, but right now it is very hard. I also need what? These are the things that I need. This thing, and that's the best I got. Yep. I'm a cutie. Thank you. Time was invented to sell more clocks. Yeah, that's how these things work. Anyway, yeah, the chocolate's melting. I had the measurements written down somewhere. Do I remember? Absolutely not. No, I do not. Never mind. Here they are. So I'm bringing the milk chocolate up to 110 to 115 degrees. Then I'm going to put it on this table, and I'm going to fuck around and find out on this table by just like mashing it up. I don't know. You'll see. I don't know how to explain it. But then I bring it back, put it back in that bowl, and get it to 88 to 90 degrees to start dipping the caramel pieces. And I might as well start making the caramel pieces. That would help. Do I know where to put the caramel pieces once I'm done with them? No. Also, I added a lot of butter to this, so there's like weird, just like fat pockets of butter in the corner. It's a good time right now. However, I just want to show you what I'm gonna do, but you should see my Twitter. Evan, no. But also, yes, Evan. I don't even think I can say that on here. I don't know what I can say anywhere to promote what I've been doing. I have made an account on a website that you can see if you visit my Linktree, and if you can't see it visiting my Linktree, because I realized that some websites don't allow you to see said content. Dude, I don't know how to like tiptoe around this subject. Just go check out my Twitter. If you see a link in my Twitter, just click on that and you'll be fine. You'll have a great time. My hands are getting very oily, but I am making just like little balls of caramel to dip in the chocolate. Again, I don't know where to put these. In the meantime, we're hydrating though. I don't know about my hands, they smell heavenly. I feel like I should be putting these on like a plate. Just a bunch of caramel balls on a plate. There we go. Yeah, I'll just put these to the side for now in the meantime. The chocolate's slowly melting. Again, it needs to hit what temperature to technically melt? Like 110 to 115. I don't know if I'm gonna dip all of these, because I kind of want this to be a shorter stream. Because honestly, I wasn't even planning on streaming today, but I did want to get the milk duds done. And I did want to feel productive today, because there are some days where I'm like, I don't want to do anything, but I do want to feel productive. And then if I don't feel productive, I get sad. But I'm being productive, I'm feeling productive, it's a good time. This is so weird. I'm literally just making chocolate scares me. I can hear it burn and I don't want to smell it. Dude, the amount of burnt chocolate I have smelt in my life. Like, not that I've like burnt a lot of chocolate, but just I have been in a lot of places that have burnt a lot of chocolate. Also, basically at this point, this is just Play-Doh. I am playing with Play-Doh and getting my hands very greasy and buttery, but it is basically Play-Doh. But yeah, just the smell of burnt chocolate will always be stuck in my nostrils. What other scents of the bakery can I never forget? The smell of fresh yeast is a scent that I wish I could forget. But it's a scent that I will never be able to get out of my nostrils. Frozen milk duds? I've never frozen a milk dud. That seems good though. Like, it just... My first immediate thought was like, oh, if I ever lose a tooth or I'm like losing a tooth, it sounds like almost like a, I don't know, like a chew toy for adults. A frozen milk dud, because milk duds in themselves are already so goddamn chewy. Like, they're so, like, I don't know, hard and like hard to chew. The stickiness goes away until the end, yeah. That does sound good though. Alright. My hands are fucking shiny with the butter that's on them. I'm just gonna take this towel that I used to wipe up wine earlier. I forgot I also poured myself more wine, so the fizziness is definitely gone from it. We're getting there. I have a whole nother bag of this type of chocolate too. If I need it, I probably, depending on how many caramel balls I dip, I might need it, I also might not. But I'm doing one whole bag, so we're slowly getting there. There's a couple still chocolatey chips in there. But yeah, I'm tempering chocolate the tabling way, because I have the marble table here, which is fun to work with. But there's other methods of like tempering chocolate. You got like seeding, which is melting the chocolate. Because tempering chocolate is really just, I'm sorry, how many hydrates are there? No, that's just my phone. I have chat pulled up on my phone and my computer, and I don't know. I'm talking out of my ass. But to be fair, when don't I during these streams? Anyway. There's multiple different ways of like tempering chocolate, but tempering chocolate is really just making sure that there isn't any like fat bloomage, or if you've ever seen like a candy bar, or like I don't know, anything chocolate that's been like homemade and you see like white on it, that's the fat bloom happening, which is literally just like the fat of the cocoa butter seeping out like onto the surface of the chocolate, and it's not very pretty. It doesn't make it taste any better or worse or really any different. It just doesn't make it as pretty. So I want to make these slightly pretty. They don't have to be the prettiest, but it has been a while since I tempered chocolate, and I thought it would be fun to do it again. When did I get a second Tamagotchi? I got a second Tamagotchi for Christmas from my father because I wanted another Tamagotchi, and then I got another Tamagotchi, and I realized, wow, that was a horrible idea because now I have to take care of 2 children. So now I have one Tamagotchi that is currently alive, and the other one is dead. So that's fun. Okay. You are done. I need you to let me know when this mixture gets down to 78 to 20 or 82, somewhere in between 78 to 82 degrees. I'm going to take this, yoink, put you over here because we got melty chocolate. What's the temperature of you right now is the real question. Oh, we're at 136. Oh yeah, okay, so I'm just gonna pour some of the chocolate onto the table, most of it, like 75% of it onto the table. I mean, leaving honestly not that much in the bowl, but I'm going to put the bowl back onto the warm stove to keep it warm. And then, in the meantime, I just yoink, spread it thin, spread it out. We're tabling chocolate. It's been so long since I've tabled chocolate. So I take this and then I scrape it up, or I can scrape this off, scrape off the utensils. And tempering chocolate, the tabling method, is literally just playing with chocolate on a table. It's a good time. Like, I'm having a good time. Yoink. But it's literally just like putting it on a cold marble slab so it decreases in temperature a little bit. Yoink. Hitting it. So sciencey things happen, and temperatures are reached, and then good things happen. I took a science, like a cooking or like a food science class in high school, and that didn't really teach me anything, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I'm just really bad at science or learning in general. Yeah, this is almost good. I'm gonna do one more spread out. One more nice little spread and then get it all back in, because we're at about like maybe 85 degrees. But if I take this and then grab my bowl back, you're mine. I'm gonna put this directly into the bowl. How late am I? We haven't even started dipping the chocolate yet. But we are putting it in this bowl. Hitting it. It's so messy. I don't know how I went through, again, an entire chocolatiering class with only like 3 Chef White coats. Because we weren't allowed to get our Chef Whites dirty or full of chocolate, because then we would be unsanitary and we would get points taken off and or sent home for the day. Like, some people are Chef Whites, like, if someone's Chef Whites had like a chocolate stain on it, which again, there were chocolatiering classes, a chef would be like, you're too dirty to be here. I know that you're covered in food, and we're the reason you're covered in food, and a normal job on a daily basis you will be covered in food, but right here, right now, you are not allowed to be covered in food. You are unsanitary and gross, and you don't deserve an education. Anyway, I'm gonna put this back on the stove until it reaches 88 to 90 degrees. So I'm not even gonna turn the stove on because there's still hot water at the bottom of this pot. I'm just gonna let it melt in the meantime. Until it hits, again, what did I just say? 88 to 90 degrees. What are you at? Okay, apparently we're good. I don't know, I think that should be good, question mark. Again, it has been a very, 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 very long time since I've tempered chocolate, and I still don't know how entirely to do it, but I have some balls of caramel. I don't know where to put these to dry in the meantime. I guess I can put them like straight on the marble slab, because why not? Black chef coats? Dude, what the fuck is a black chef coat? What is a white chef coat? I prefer, in the grand scheme of things, hold on, let me start dipping things, but in the grand scheme of things, baking and pastry wise, I definitely would have taken the white chef coats over like a black chef coat, because flour, we had black aprons like at my old job, and why would you do that? For what reason? Look at that. This is like the perfect utensil for this. Beautiful. I'm just going to kind of shake it off a little bit. Everyone shake it off. And then we're just going to yoink. That is a homemade milk dud. I'm very proud of myself. Does it matter the color of the chef coats? It depends where you are. A lot of places will be like, oh, or not a lot of places, but I know of some places that'll be like, okay, everyone gets a white chef coat except for like the chef de cuisine, like the CDC, or like any real person in charge can get like a different color of chef white, usually black, chef black. That doesn't seem right, but yoink, milk dud. I'm not doing this to the best of my ability. I am not gonna lie. I am just doing this because I want to eat these. These could be a lot prettier if I tried. But also, do I really care if they're a lot prettier? Hello, Space Socks. Welcome back to the stream. Glad to have you here. We're dipping things in chocolate. We're having a good time. We are continuing to get drunk. But yeah, white chef whites to me seems like the stupidest thing ever. Like, I feel like I understand where it's like, oh yeah, like we made it white to make sure like everything's like clean, to make sure like you can see the cleanliness of us, and it's just like, that's so dumb though. So no fondue? Is this, I feel like this is technically fondue. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, this is chocolate fondue. I need to add, do I need to add like a chocolate fountain to my Amazon wish list? I've been adding like occasional things like here and there to my Amazon wish list just because like, I don't know, I'll see them on Amazon and I'm like, there's no way I'm buying that for myself, but like, I don't know, in the grand scheme of things, maybe, possibly, very slightly, maybe someone will buy this thing for me. And so now I feel like I need to put like a, I should at at least buy like one of like the double boiler things, because that's what I had growing up. Anytime like we would melt chocolate when I was a child, because like we would make during like Christmas time, we would make homemade turtles. We would make homemade like cashew things. Like we would just make like candy, or we would like dip stuff. And we had like, it was 2 pots, they fit together. One would be like underneath with water, one would be on top with the chocolate. And it worked out really well. Like I should get one of those at least, so I don't have to keep trying to melt things in a bowl that may or may not be stovetop safe. I keep saying may or may not be as if it is. It's not, but it hasn't broken yet. That's where my hesitation lies. Not because I don't know if it's microwave, or not microwave. It's microwave safe. It's not stovetop safe, but again, it hasn't broke yet, so I think it's fine. And make a turtle at home? I knew a pet store guy that was trying to scam me. Yeah, don't listen to the pet store, dude. I mean, don't listen to pet store employees in general for a multitude of reasons. That not actually being one of them. Prefer this. The Squiggies. Dude, I don't know how I wanted to be like a chocolatiering person when I was like straight out of culinary school. Like going for my internship, I wanted to be like a chocolatiering person. Like that's what I wanted my whole thing to do. I was looking at like chocolatiering places to do my internship and all of this junk. And now I'm thinking about it and I'm like, if I had to do this on a daily basis, I would cry. I would, don't get me wrong. I mean, I would cry if I had to do anything on a daily basis. And I do cry. But like, I don't know. I always just wanted to work at a place. There was one specific place that I wanted to work at. And I actually like, literally like went there and was like, hey, I want to do an internship here. And they're like, yeah, we'll let you know. And then they never let me know. But they had like a chocolate tempering fountain where like, I don't know, like you would just like, it was a faucet. So you would like turn something and like, it was a faucet. So like all of a sudden, all that would come out would be perfectly tempered chocolate, which sounds absolutely magical. And I want that so bad. But that's only really for like professional like chocolatiering places. Like we make chocolate on a daily basis and that's all we do. Because otherwise you're just tempering chocolate on your own. You're tempering chocolate by hand. You're doing this method. You're doing the tabling method, seeding method, whatever method. Is there a hair on here? Good job, me. That's disgusting. You guys didn't see that. You saw absolutely nothing. No one saw anything. I am so sorry. That's fine. Who's going to be eating these anyway? Manubi and my daughter streams? Daughter streams got me hooked. I feel like that's my mom. My mom's been watching my Twitch streams and like she's never been like a technologically savvy person and it's really funny. But I don't know, she'll just be like, oh yeah, I was watching your Twitch stream with grandma. I'm like, aw, that's adorable. But also, I don't think grandma should be watching my Twitch streams. I love my grandma so much, but however, I feel like everything I say is not grandma appropriate. You know, you have like your different levels of appropriateness. You got like your friends appropriateness, which everything is appropriate because nothing is inappropriate. Or everything you talk about is inappropriate. Or you got like parent appropriate, which is like, oh yeah, I feel fine like swearing in front of my parents, but not like, I don't know, and not talking about like certain things with my parents because they're my parents. And then you got like grandma level of appropriateness, which is like no swearing, like yes ma'am, like I don't know. It's my grandma's birthday today also, so shout out grandma. If you're watching the stream, apparently you shouldn't be because that's what I just said, but also happy birthday, grandma. Hip hip hip. There we go. Now I'm just making some more. Rolling out some balls. I definitely did not temper these properly because properly tempered chocolate should solidify and be like completely like fine. After about 2 minutes of sitting. Milk Dud 2, Revenge of the Caramel. Yeah, Milk Dud 2, what was it? Oh, what is happening underneath this? Is that just like, oh no, that is caramel. I thought that was just straight up like, I pulled back some of it and like some of it's like stuck to the pan and I thought it was just straight butter. There we go. My hands again are so oily and so buttery. But properly tempered chocolate should only really take 2 minutes. 2 minutes to solidify after just being dipped. So here we are. They're definitely not properly tempered, but they will be probably like enough that I can get away with it. I mean, either way, I didn't even have to temper the chocolate. I just kind of wanted to, but I just dropped caramel on the floor. Oh, and okay, if you want to be on the floor, you can be allowed to be on the floor, just not in my house. Like, my hands are so buttery, but they smell so good. Yoink. I feel like I should only do half of this. Like, if I stand here and make Milk Duds for like 2 hours, I'll cry. I'll do it. Don't think I won't. I also feel like the chocolate is slowly starting to solidify, which makes me a little nervous, but how many do I got here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I think I'll dip 20 more. Again, I did plan on this being a shorter stream, so I'm gonna dip 20 more, but also dip I'm not talking to you. I can't even roll them in my hands anymore. They're just sliding around because my hands are so goddamn greasy. Ah! Dip's like, what did I do? I gotta also kind of mash these together because some of these are like, I don't know, broken pieces that I just kind of shoved together. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14. Actually, after this, I might make dinner because I still need to make dinner. And there's like, I got some chicken breasts in the fridge and I need to make, I think I was planning on making like a chicken, like French onion kind of thing. So I just need to like caramelize onions, which are going to take a while. So I might as well do that on stream. But also, I have no idea what the recipe is. I have it on my phone and my phone's over here, but I might just dip some Milk Duds and then make dinner. I believe this is soy lecithin. Unsuited for tempering? Maybe. Probably. I don't know. Mariano's does not have a wide selection of chocolate products that aren't Hershey's. And to be fair, is Hershey's real chocolate? Hershey's chocolate bars probably are, but there's probably a lot of Hershey's product that are not real chocolate anyway. But Duds and dinner. Yeah. That's the stream. Duds and dinner. I am the dud. Or am I the dinner? Question mark. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18. I at least want to get all of the fucking things rolled before the chocolate completely hardens. 19. I also got maybe a little bit of a stuffy nose now. Who knows? Alright, that is good. Let me wash my hands because look at how shiny they are. It's like I just stuck my hands in a vat of butter. Wash my hands. Get all the butter off. Get out of here. No one wants you. And when I say no one wants you, I mean everyone, literally everyone is obsessed with butter, and I love butter, and you love butter, and we all love butter, except I don't want it to be all over my hands. Lord Jesus. If you were to send me a DM, what platform would be best to do so? Probably Instagram. maybe? I don't know. It really sucks that like TikTok doesn't let you like, I don't know, really DM people. Because like there have been so many times where like people have tried to like get in contact with me, like because of a TikTok, and they go to my Instagram, and I try to be active on Instagram. I just honestly have no idea how. Like I just feel like I'm really bad at Instagram. Hopefully I'll get better. Like, I don't know, I just feel like I don't have any pictures that I take for Instagram. Like, I'm not an Instagram girly. Like, that's not my brand. That's not my vibe. But maybe I should get into it again, try to take, like, some nice pictures. Because I wear, like, a bunch of nice outfits, and I never take any pictures in the nice outfits. Like, I get all dressed up and cute, and then, like, the day ends, and I take the outfit off, and I take off all the makeup, and I'm like, damn, I did not take, like, a single picture or anything other than, like, a TikTok video of said outfit. Oh, God. Thank you, J. Reed. Appreciate it. Also, glad to see you here. I could cover myself in butter and slip and slide all over the place. That definitely seems like something I could post to Instagram. Just make it like a fucking water slide, except it's a butter slide. Love me a butter slide. Hit it. Oh god. Shake you out. Shake. Okay, yeah, no, the chocolate's getting solidy. And when I say solidy, I mean it's still a liquid, but it's definitely getting harder to work with. Because it's like thicker. It's not a liquid anymore. It's like, I don't know, the consistency of like a paste, maybe a putty. We're hydrating again. Oh yeah, the sal squid. Salquid? I'm trying to combine the words solid and liquid, but I don't think you can actually say that word you just typed out, if I'm being honest. If someone wants to pay me to get covered in butter, I'm thinking like it depends on a bunch of things. Like how long do I have to be covered in butter? Because like I would cover myself in butter and take a picture and immediately take a shower. I think I would do that for like $200, maybe $300. It was an old Wendy's. Well, I'll have to look at the old Wendy's commercial to figure out how the fuck to pronounce that. But, Milk Duds! Is the first one at least solidified? No, but it isn't coming off on my fingers because, again, my hands are covered in butter. That might be another reason why. No, that probably wouldn't be another reason why it's not solidifying. I'm honestly very surprised that the chocolate's, like, sticking to the Milk Duds because they're so oily that I just assumed that the chocolate wouldn't stick to it and it would just like fall off and be weird. But shocking. Yoink. Also, some of these are like flat, so to be fair, the Milk Duds are usually flat too. None of them are really completely circular. Yoink. And they're also not as chewy as Milk Duds. I probably could have cooked the caramel a little longer, but again, if you saw the Milk Dud stream of me making the caramel part of this, I was not gonna let that cook any longer, I can assure you. That was not something that was gonna happen that day. But, yoink. I don't know. Milk Duds they resemble Milk Duds, but are they the perfect Milk Dud? No. Are they honestly going to be a little better than Milk Duds because they don't act and look like Milk Duds? Absolutely. Oh, thank you, Phil. How about... Why couldn't it cook longer? Because it took, over 50 minutes for it to get to the temperature that it did. Like, it took... To summarize last stream, if you missed it, I used this pot and I made a bunch of caramel in it. The problem with caramel is that it has heavy cream, and heavy cream likes to boil. And thing with caramel is it has to get over a certain temperature to caramelize, which means it just kept boiling over. So every every minute I would turn the stove on, before turning it off and then turning it back on again. It was a good time. A real good time. Alright. Okay, this one's being weird. Chocolate isn't sticking to it as much. I think we're getting to the end of it where, like, the chocolate isn't sticking. It's getting hard. I can honestly just put all of this chocolate back, like, in another container. Like, and just keep it to melt at a later date. That's the thing with chocolate. It's funny. I kept referring to it as, like, a renewable resource in culinary school. Because you would just, like, take the chocolate that you just melted and save it for tomorrow to be melted again. And you can add more chocolate to that melted chocolate in order to get more melted chocolate. And all of a sudden you have melted chocolate that's been melted, like, 8 times. Goddamn magical. Yoink. Alright. There. Oh no. We go. Alright. Dip 2 more, and then I'm gonna start probably caramelizing some onions, see what's going on with the dinner for tonight. Hopefully, I think I saved the recipe. Sometimes I look at recipes and I'm like, oh my god, that's a perfect recipe. I should make that for dinner. And then I, like, write down all the ingredients and stuff that I need for it, and I buy them. Like, I go to the grocery store and I buy all these ingredients, and then I come home and I'm like, I don't remember the recipe. And I don't know. I don't remember the recipe, and, like, I don't know where to find it again. So then I just have ingredients, and I have to find, like, a semi-close recipe, because I'll find, like, another recipe that's like, oh my god, this is the thing you wanted to make, right? And I'm like, it's not the exact recipe. And I have, like, now half the ingredients for it, and I just kind of have to wing it at this point. But then again, when don't I? The water bottle's empty, you're welcome. Ah. Alright. Let me fill up the water and figure out what I'm doing. And try not to spill water all over the floor. It's not working very well. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm really glad you can't see over there. Alright. Alright, we're good with the hydrations. Milk duds are solidifying. I'm going to take... Sure, yeah, fuck it, this container. And... yoink. This lid, and I'm going to put the milk chocolate in here, and I'll save it for later. I don't know what I'm going to be using it for, and also there's literally chocolate on every single surface of this bowl, so it's real hard to wipe down. And my hands are just going to get full of chocolate. It's fine. Yoink. Milk chocolate for melting. Melting milk chocolate for melting. Milk chocolate. Melt. There we go. That's probably about as best as I am going to get that. The spatula, cover you in hot water, because hopefully that'll make it easier to wash you later. Because I'm going to wash dishes tomorrow, because it's going to be a later problem, a tomorrow problem. Everyone loves me a good tomorrow problem. Homemade Irish cream. How do you make homemade Irish cream? Is that just alcohol and heavy cream? Because that sounds concerning and, like, not a good time, and you should not just randomly be combining heavy cream and alcohol. Sounds like a very bad time. Anyway, goddamn, I keep forgetting this is a fucking marble slab. And it's literally just a slab of rock. I'm like, why is this so heavy? There is very many logical reasons why it's that heavy. Let me wrap this back up because I have some extra caramel. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I'm gonna eat it probably, not gonna lie. Whiskey cream, sweetened condensed milk. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know, it still feels like that's like not a good idea. Like, I don't know, everything in my body is telling me like if I drink any type of alcohol with heavy cream, it's gonna be a bad time. Alright, I'm going to try to find the recipe that I was going to use. French onion chicken. Get directions. Got these fucking recipe things that give me like a whole like novel before the recipe. There's like a fucking Q&A about the chicken before the recipe. Okay, yeah, sure. I need onions. Milk duds are done. We're moving on to dinner now. Nonsense cream. Cream goes with pretty much anything. I mean, you're right. I just feel, I don't know. I don't drink a lot of alcohol other than wine and random, random like wine coolers that are given to me. I'm not a very alcohol-y person. So I just assume that it's gonna curdle and it's gonna be a bad time. Got this, which I think I'm gonna use to caramelize onions. Yoink, because first step is first. Melt butter in an oven-safe skillet. That is not an oven-safe skillet, is it? Are you oven-safe? They have plastic handles, so I want to assume no. But I'm not sure I have an oven-safe. You know what? I'm just going to caramelize onions in here. I might transfer it over to like a baking pan. That's what I've been doing because I've seen a lot of recipes that are like, oh, bake this in like the pan, and I'm like, I don't know if this can go in the oven, so I'm just gonna transfer you over to another pan. Add onions, stir while cooking for about 15 minutes until softened. So firstly, I need to cut, it says 2 large white onions. What kind of onions do I have? What onions are these? I understand what the difference between onions are. That's a lie. I definitely do not in the slightest. Yoink. I don't know, I got a lot of onion skin apparently. Is this a large onion? I'm not sure what a large onion looks like. I feel like these are not large, so I'm gonna do like 3. This is like a medium onion? That's like the size of like my palm. Is that a medium? I don't know. They say large onion. I don't know what the fuck a large onion is. And I also don't think these are white onions either. Yeah, I think these are like... I have no idea. Everything's oven safe if it never goes inside the oven. You're right. Welcome to me cooking. It's the same as me baking, except I wing it so much more. Like, you thought it was weird, like, me winging baking things and just like, oh, it's gonna go wrong. That's me, but like times 10 with cooking. So I need a knife. A knife! No! I want my good knife, too. I've never seen one bigger than my palm. Dude, there's some large onions out there. That's... trying to get like the outside layers off. Hey, Raina Paints. Welcome to the stream. You're just in time for dinner. And when I say just in time for dinner, I mean just in time for me to make dinner. And you to laugh at my cooking abilities. Because again, I am a baker by trade. I have a degree in baking and pastry. Not culinary. Culinary is something that I understand to a certain extent, however, not at all. Alright. I'm gonna cut off this, hit you, yoink, and you, yoink. It would help if my knives were sharp. I need to sharpen my knives. Hey, yoink. Yeah, these are not large white onions, so I'm just gonna do 3 of them. Peel them off. Winging it? Ridiculous. I would never. Me winging things? Okay, I'm also peeling off apparently a layer of the onion along with it. Just remember, guys. Onions have layers, just not like me. I have, what was the first thing I thought of? Trauma. Onions have layers, unlike me. I have trauma, and I do not have layers because I overshare with everyone I've ever met. So there can't be layers to me if you know literally everything about me. That's a lie. I was literally talking to my boyfriend today being like, I feel like there are so many like random secrets in my life. Not that they like need to be secrets, but in the way of like, I don't talk to a lot of people, so like just no one ever will know this about me because I either like do it and then forget about it and then I'm like, oh yeah, no, I did that. I don't know. It's weird. Hey, onion, please. I'm begging you. Should have never bought a wet stove. You're right. I used to bribe the culinary students when I was in culinary school. I used to bribe the culinary students to sharpen my knives for me by buying them like sushi or something, or like I would make them a dessert because I'd be like, hey buddy, you sharpen your knives on like a daily basis because you need to in order for your class. I haven't cut anything in a solid 3 weeks. And I have a knife skills test tomorrow, so I need you to sharpen my knives for me. So if you could do that, and I would just get the culinary students to do it for me. I know how to sharpen knives. I'm just lazy and I don't want to do it. Quite like everything in my life. Do I use a guide or do I eyeball it? I eyeball it because I was told like, oh, like it should be what? 15 degrees if you're using the steel afterwards, but if you're using the stone, it should be like, the knife should be at like however many degrees. I remember it was 15, or was it, I don't even remember. I think it was 15 degrees for the stone. And to be fair, oh no wait, my stone is here. I was about to say, I'm not even sure where my stone is. I got it here. It's been a while since I've used it though. I feel like I should buy a new one. Because like there's a bunch of like breaks and chips in it because I took this with me every day in culinary school. I don't know. I'm going to slice these in half and just kind of cut onions the way that, I don't know, I was taught to cut onions. Just cut these in half and then slice them down the middle like this, almost getting to the edge, but oh shit, never mind, that one I got to the edge. Whoops. But you almost want to like get it to the edge, but not really, almost to the end, but cut all the way through. And then you want to cut it this way, yoink, yoink. I'm really bad at this, I'm not gonna lie. But this is the way I was told to cut onions. It also said slice, so I didn't have to do this. I diced this. I was not supposed to dice these, but my brain automatically went to dicing it. So now there's just going to be some diced onions in here. I know that they're going to cook at a different temperature than the rest of them. But again, we're winging this. Yoink. Should I be heating up the oven in the meantime? What am I doing? Turn the oven on to 350. You're 350. My hands have onion on them, and also my nose is runny. And we got some hydrations. I would have thought of baking as a further specialization of culinary school. I mean, yeah, a lot of people went like, oh, I did like my culinary degree and then I did my baking and pastry degree. I know a lot of people that were like, I don't even want to fuck with culinary, I just want to do baking and pastry. And that was me. Like, I'm fine with cooking. I just didn't want to go to school for cooking because I already knew how to cook a little bit. I felt like I could teach myself how to cook, but I could not teach myself how to properly bake. I don't know. Hot. Put the diced onion in last? Yeah, you're right, because it'll burn otherwise. Well, the rest of the onions are caramelizing. In the meantime, I'm going to do what I did before, except one step less. So I'm just going to slice through almost all the way to the edge, but not really, keeping it all connected. Also, again, please do not judge my knife skills. I am a baking and pastry person. My knife skills are not supposed to be good. There we go. Is that sliced? Yeah, that's slices. That's what I want. Heck yeah. Okay, I'll put you over here to this side because don't interfere. We're segregating. I don't like it, but it's what needs to happen. I'm so sorry, onions. Anyway. Don't think there are onions in milk duds. The milk duds are done. They're hanging out back here. So now I'm making dinner. I'm making French onion chicken. To the best of my ability, but also I'm really bad at cooking. Slice, 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 slice. Yoink. And another slice. There we go. Cut you at the edge. You just get slices. More slices. I could just slice these all the way through. I don't know why I'm doing like this weird method of not slicing like that, but this works as well. My eyes are starting to water, which I do not appreciate. I was told that if I chew gum, it makes it better, and I do have gum, but I don't know where it is right now in this very moment, so I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna continue suffering. That's fine. To be fair, I've just been suffering my entire life, so what's a couple more burning eye sensations gonna do? These knife skills are making me cry too, yeah. Dude, I don't have knife skills. I don't know how I went to culinary school. They literally taught me how to use a knife, and like my knife skills are just absolutely atrocious. It's just not happening. Alright. Some of these are slices, some of these are not slices, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, I don't have high standards, but culinary school was like, I'm gonna force you to have high standards. So now I feel bad anytime nothing is good. Like if I make a mistake in baking, it makes me want to cry. I say I'm currently crying right now. I'm so glad I'm not wearing makeup right now. Because it would be like we're starting to run down my face. The onions. Okay, I'm gonna turn you on. Do I need, what am I doing? I need half a stick of butter. God damn. Good thing that I have this random half stick of butter here. That's perfect. There we go. Alright. Melt the butter, then we'll add the onions, and we'll caramelize those. After that, melt the butter in an oven-safe skillet. Again, I don't know if the skillet is oven-safe, but it is happening. So remove from the skillet and set aside seasoned chicken breasts with olive oil, salt, pepper, fresh thyme. I don't have fresh thyme. I think I have dried thyme. Maybe. That's dill seeds. Thyme. Not fresh, but it's there. I feel like I want a wooden spoon for this. I also just love like the random melted milk chocolate in this container. It's not melted anymore, but it's still like not solidified. I don't know. My favorite knives have all tasted my blood. You're bonded. That's what it is. You and your knives have bonded together in a special time. Butter is buttering. This is so much melted butter. Am I supposed to add anything else in here? Melt butter, add onions, stir while cooking for about 15 minutes until softened. That's so long. It's okay. It'll be fine. It's getting melty though. It would help if I didn't just put the stick in full. I keep doing that to things. I'm like, this will melt eventually. And I'm like, yeah, but it could have melted so much sooner if you would have cut this up into small pieces. Anyway. Onions. You know, oh. For some reason, a piece of onion just shot across my floor. That's fun. I feel like that's problematic. What's problematic? Me? Probably a little bit somehow. I don't know how, but probably a little bit somehow. I should put a cutting board on my wish list. I have a cutting board. Like, if you're judging me for this, like, stupid plastic cutting board, I actually very much enjoy the stupid plastic cutting boards. But I have, like, I do have real cutting boards. These are just easier to pull out from underneath. Super glue heals wounds. Yeah. My dad also is the type of person that just all the time occasionally gets accidentally injured and then all of a sudden just shows me a picture of, like, I don't know, like him stitching up his own forehead. My father has sent me a picture of a needle and thread going through his eyebrow because a board, like, he works in, like, carpentry, so, like, a board of wood hit him in the face. Again, during work, so during this time, he could have gone to the hospital, taken some time off of work, because it was, again, like, you know, on company grounds during company time. But no, he doesn't do that. He finishes his day at work with a giant gash in his forehead, goes home, uses a literal sewing needle and thread, like literal thread, for sewing, and sews up his own eyebrow by himself, sending me a picture mid-process. Like, I'm sorry, what? What is that? Hold on, I'm bringing chat back up so I can read it from here. There we go. Yeah, no, this is literally just going to take, like, I don't know, 15 minutes. 15 to 20 minutes. There we go. We're getting there. It smells oniony. I'm waiting for my boyfriend to come in here and be like, why the fuck does it smell like onions? But he also might be randomly watching this. So, Corey, if you're watching this, hi. Yeah. I also have to just, like, keep stirring them, because if I don't, they're going to start burning. But they are starting to get, like, that translucent oniony color. If you know what I mean, I don't know. I'm going to take this opportunity to get an ice pack for your neck. What did you do to your neck, Phil? We're very cute together. Thank you. You know what heals wounds even faster? Alcohol. I don't know. Hit. Well, you're the water king, so I feel like water and hydration heals wounds. Just remember, kids, alcohol treats both outside and inside wounds. It makes sure that you don't get infected, but also it keeps you happy enough to forget your mental illnesses. It's a good time. Not getting cut in the first place. Wow. Wow. Sliced my hand at work once. Put some crazy glue in it. Yeah, I don't know. There used to be this stuff that we had, like, in our house. Because, again, my dad gets injured all the time for some reason. But it was called, like, New Skin. Like, N-E-W skin. And it was so weird because it was basically like a liquid cement. Like, you know, like that liquid cement stuff, but it was specifically for your skin in case you cut yourself and there was a giant gash. You could just, like, paint it on and it would just, like, be healed. Because it gave you, like, basically like a covering or like a new layer of skin over it. But Lord Jesus, it burned so bad. So I understand, like, the context of, like, putting super glue on your wounds, but also they have stuff for that. Like, they have whole purposes for that. I don't know. God, it smells so good. Slept on it wrong, pinched a nerve in your neck. Liquid skin. That might have been it. might have been liquid skin too. I remember it was called like new skin or something. But it could have been liquid skin. I don't remember. Yeah, the liquid Band-Aid stuff, it hurts so bad. I think we're at the point where I'm going to add the chopped up onions that I accidentally chopped up that I didn't mean to chop up, but here we are. Yoink. Alright. Get the rest of the onions in there. Yeah, they're at that point that onions get where they're like slightly translucent. In the meantime, what am I doing? Recipe-wise, I don't know. The website is yelling at me to connect to Xfinity for some reason. What? That directions. I gotta scroll all the way back down to the bottom of this fucking recipe to actually get the recipe. Things are caramelizing, but only a little tiny amount. Not as much as I would like them to. Melt butter, add onions, stir while cooking, remove from skillet, set aside. I gotta go get the chicken breasts, which at this point I'm just I'm just gonna take the cutting board that I just used. I put it in the sink, but I didn't realize that I still needed it. Because I gotta season shit. Also, I froze this chicken and rethawed it, so I gotta also kind of drain the chicken meat juice. Love me some chicken meat juice. Alright, throw you there for now. While I continue caramelizing onions. It smells so good. I keep forgetting how good caramelized onions smell because it just takes so long to caramelize onions that I never do it. But I really wanted like French onion soup, but French onion soup also takes forever to make. So I'm like, yeah, I saw a recipe for French onion chicken and I'm like, yeah, sure, I can do that. Caramelize. The milk does seem to be doing their thing, but I need 3 chicken breasts, because apparently this is for 3. Well, you make chicken, I'm gonna make meatballs. That sounds good. Avoid cross-contamination. Yeah, there isn't any, other vegetables I think I'm putting in here. If so, I'll flip it over. There's only 4 chicken breasts in this pack, so I think I'm gonna make 4 chicken breasts. How about that? What? I'm so glad chickens are not mammals. This would be disturbing otherwise. The chicken titties, not the chicken titties. Alright. Washing hands. Rinsing hands. No more, no less. No, just chicken, just onions. I have like, I don't know, other things. I can honestly just like heat up a can of corn. If I wanted to. That's a vegetable. We could have a vegetable with this. What other vegetables do I have? I don't know. I'm so bad with eating vegetables. God, the onions smell so good though. What vegetables do I have? I also have peas. I can make one of these bitches. I got potato fun. I got potato-y things. This might be a maybe. I'm gonna leave that there for now. Anyway. Onions, how you doing? You're getting there, slowly. Alright, in the meantime, what am I seasoning the chicken with? Seasoned chicken breasts with olive oil, salt, pepper, fresh thyme. That's not a whole lot of seasonings, but I'll do it. Where's my olive oil? You do your thing. Please don't do anything bad. Alright. Get some pepper on these sides. Salt. Thyme. Mix things first. Because I'm supposed to be mixing this constantly. I also probably shouldn't have had it at such a high heat for so long, but we're getting there. The outsides are getting caramelized. Beautiful. Thyme. It said fresh thyme. I don't got fresh thyme. I got dried thyme. I don't have time for your time. Again, this also probably gave me measurements for the seasoning, but I don't trust that at all. Add some olive oil. I'm just gonna massage the breasts. This is a good time to remind you that I have things on Twitter right now. As I massage my breasts here. Flip you over. Get it in there. Nice and good. Flip you over. My hands are dirty, so I don't want to touch the spices again. I'll use the actual soap that I haven't been using because it fell in the sink. And I've just been using the hand soap, or not the hand soap, the dish soap to wash my hands. I feel like it's fine. Probably a hot take, but I hate the way thyme tastes. That's fair. There are some things that people just have not preferences for. And I think that's fair and fine. I definitely should have waited a while to add the mini onions, the onions that I accidentally chopped instead of sliced. But it's funny because some of them are like real crispy and other of them aren't crisp at all. But we're getting there. It's fine. That onion's not really doing what I want anyway. Getting burnt on one side and not the other. Alright, add pepper. A good amount of pepper. Salt. Some more thyme. Beautiful. Grab you. Go over here. Grab you. Put you back in here. Yeah, the onions are no longer really caramelizing. They are, I think at this point, burning. Still smells so good though. There are just like some crispity onions in here. So I'm going to put them in a bowl and set them to a side because that's what the recipe told me. Put you here. Yeah, I think this is good for now. They are like a brownish color. Some of them are better than others. But again, I think all of this is going into the oven after this, so the onions will definitely get cooked eventually. Alright, set these to the side, is what the recipe said. What did it say next? Remove from skillet, set aside. Season, cook chicken in skillet for about 5 minutes on each side. Move chicken to a plate and cover with paper towel. Return onions to the skillet and sprinkle with flour. Alright, so we're starting to cook the chicken. Add a little bit more olive oil onto this. I gotta massage my breasts again. Hold on. Is Twitch gonna ban me for saying that? Because I can argue with the context of it. However, I don't want to argue with it in the first place. Alright. I'm still gonna say it though. I'm massaging my breasts. Get that in there. Alright, I got oil and spices and chicken juice all over my hands. Alright. Hands. Clean. like, oh yeah, I can say this on here. Turns out I can't. That's a bad time. How about... The pan's still hot, so I'm just gonna add the breasts. The recipe called for 3. I'm using 4. I should have done 3 because 3 perfectly fits in this pan. But I kind of got to shove them around a little bit in order to fit 4 in them. Again, I can fit 4 in there. God damn, this is a lot of hand washing. More hand washing. Oh yeah, you're right. I could say cock and ball torture, so it's fine if I say I'm fondling my breasts. You're entirely right. Alright. So these are cooking on like each side for a couple minutes. I think it's just to get a sear on them. So I just go for about 5 minutes on each side. Yeah, just to get like a good sear going. I need to find my tongs so I can flip these bad boys when they're done. Should I put a timer on for 5 minutes? I'll do it. Oh, but I'll do it for 4 minutes because I said so. Not an hour and 4 minutes. 4 minutes. So how's everyone's day going? I'm gonna not touch anything on this. Throw you over there. Yoink. Alright, yeah, I'll do dishes tomorrow. Dishes is a tomorrow problem, along with cleaning the rest of my kitchen. Do I want a cast iron skillet? A little bit. I have one, but it's so small that I can't really do anything with it. Like, I could probably make like a cookie skillet with this, but like, it's the size of like my hand. Plus a brick? Why a brick? Yeah, I am also concerned about the brick. Is it a cast iron skillet or a brick? Because I feel like a brick would use... You could use a brick as a cast iron skillet, but you couldn't use a cast iron skillet as a brick. I don't know. Oh, for the weight of putting it down. Okay. I got you. We got there eventually. Alright. It still says it has, like, 2 minutes and 30 seconds, but I kind of want to flip them because I feel like they're... I don't know. I'm going to check. How are you doing? Things are happening. You're still raw on one side, not done on the other. That's... yeah. I'll wait. Again, my nose is running for some reason. How's my nose piercing going? Nice. I guess in the meantime, I could clean a little bit. If I got time to lean, I got time to clean. I don't want to do that, but... Okay, I can do a couple dishes in the meantime. I actually will do that and tidy up a little bit because this doesn't need to be out here. You can go under. This can be put back here because I'm done with the olive oil for now at least. Got my random baking things that I have baked this week over there. I got less than half a tray of brownies left and half a tray of caramels. I should just like melt the caramel onto the brownies, right? Does my piercing get in the way of blowing my nose? Yes, very much so. I can't actually like close my nose because I got like the septum piercing. So like when I blow my nose, it's still like I can either do it this way, which keeps like the top corners of my nose open, which just makes like snot drip from the top of my nose, or I don't know, that's a lie. That's usually what happens. It's like I'll blow my nose and like snot. I just can't get like the tip of my nose because I can't pinch the tip of my nose because the nose piercing's there. I don't know. It's weird. It's random. It's wild. No one ever told me that when I got my nose piercings. No one would tell me, hey, I mean, I kind of figured it. I'd be like, huh, it's probably going to be hard to blow my nose. And it is, but like, I don't know. Non-consensual bullying. I'm glad you put that because I'm obsessed with consensual bullying. Alright. Flipping the chicken. There is like a nice little bit of sear on it. If I would hold them up for you, but I'm honestly a little afraid. But there is like a nice looking sear on it, so do another 5 minutes on the other side while we chill out. Hey guys, how's your day going? My day is interesting. I don't know how I got here, but here's where I am. I got drunk before 5 p.m. A good time. I'm making chicken now. Wait. The milk duds. No! The bottom of the milk dud came off onto this. So I think that's what's going to happen with the rest of them. But I have washed my hands since touching raw chicken. I was going to say beef. It's not beef. Consensual bullying is what most mods do. They're streamers on Twitch. You're right. Alright. So I got... You might want to have Corey drive me to the P.O. box. I have 8 things arriving on Monday. That's concerning. I love it, and I'm afraid, but also intrigued. But I have a milk dud here. I'm going to try it, so... Yeah, it's caramel and chocolate. That's good. I made milk duds. Yay. Alright. Continue slightly cleaning my kitchen. Sort of. Not entirely, but a little bit. I never know where to keep this. Anyway. Chicken, how you doing? Things are happening, kinda, sorta. Yay, success. Alright, you can go over the... I got, Mucus DM Extended Release, which has a label on the back that says, Parents, learn about teen medicine abuse. And they had to ID my boyfriend at the store when he bought this, so, it scares me a little bit. I've been like, this morning I woke up and I had like a tickle in my throat, and he's like, you should take this, and I'm like, didn't you look it up and say that this could make you, like, high? Like, this could give you, like, a temporary, like, fucking mucus, high, and he's like, yeah, and I'm like, I'm not sure I want it. Stay in the kitchen, woman. That's where I am. Yeah, I'm in the kitchen. It's what I got my degree in. I do belong here. That's the whole point of why I went to culinary school. Anyway, you're not getting any milk duds. Yes, it's me. Hi, Evil Boy Productions. Not be allowed to touch roast beef on stream. What? All drugs have side effects. You're right. And if one of the side effects is being high, who am I to stop myself from taking those drugs? I don't know where to put like this milk chocolate. I'm not gonna lie. I just have a container of milk chocolate now. I should put a label on it. Because I've been trying to like label things to let me know like where they're from and like how long that they've been there. And I keep forgetting, and then all of a sudden I just look in my fridge and I'm like, oh, when did I make this? This is milk choc for melts. What is today? The 7th? 1-7. Milk for melt. That's what it says. What about implied sex acts? I would not be allowed. Oh, are we going through the... And I don't know. Alright, sorry, I heard about the Twitter thing. Oh, that's the... I got there. It took me a bit. It's not on stream. I got so confused. I had no idea where we got roast beef from. I'm a little slow, but I got there in the meantime. It's fine. Alright. Also, if you haven't already, go check out my Twitter for content that you can't find on here. That we are specifically not allowing on here. Lord Jesus, I fucked this tape up. I wrote something down, hopefully, I thought it was going to be legible. It's not, because it's multiple different pieces of tape. Okay, a new piece of tape. Hitting it. Not gonna lie, mostly came because of the title. What is Milk Duds? Oh, it's very surprising to me that people don't know what Milk Duds are. Did I ever? I set a timer for the chicken. I don't know what happened, but I think the chicken's done. But Milk Duds are just pieces of like little balls of caramel that are dipped in chocolate. You can look them up if you want. They're just like a piece of candy that I made, but content is good soup. Good soup. Anyway, it told me to set these to the side, right? What am I doing? Move chicken to a plate and cover with a paper towel. Okay. Turn onions to the skillet, sprinkle in flour. How much flour do I need? A tablespoon and a half. So let me grab a plate. This one says fa la 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 la. And got 1 breast, 2 breasts, 3 breasts. That's an absurd amount of breasts. Oh my god, we have hit the 4th breast. Show us the child. Alright, I'll be back. Hold on, let me take a drink of water. Puts the label on the bowl. I gotta do things later, but first I gotta go get the child. I'll be back. Child, he is here. He's like, there's food happening. Milk Duds are diabetes in pill form? That meant, yeah. Mason's like, no, I don't want to be here anymore. You ripped me from my napping spot and brought me into a kitchen that smells weird. Okay, I'm gonna label this real quick, and we're doing a hydrate. Yeah, you always gotta test the tongs before use. Okay, I'm gonna rip the tape first, because hopefully if I rip the tape and then put it on and then write on the label, there's less of a chance of me ripping the label. There we go. Milk, chalk, for melt. 1-7. Lord Jesus, that was an atrocious label. This is the worst label I think I've ever written, but you guys don't need to see it. Because, oh shit. There goes my masking tape, but I'll put you in here. Grab the masking tape from the floor that I threw. Alright, now what are we doing? We add the onions back in. Yoink. Add the onions back in, and we also add in, this isn't on, by the way, tablespoon and a half of flour. Bit. Let me at least, yeah, I'll turn this back on. Turn you on. I'm not actually going to measure out a tablespoon and a half because that is probably a tablespoon and a half. I'm just going to rinse it off. It had flour. What's the worst that can happen? Probably a lot of things, but I don't know. every time I think of like, oh, like this could, like I should either, I don't even know, like wash my hands, or like, oh, like I should do this because like if I don't, then there could be like bad things happening with like illnesses and stuff. And I'm like, I'm healthy, and I'm the one making this food. If I get sick from it, that's my own fault. That's the consequences to my actions, and then I don't do things. But I don't know. I added the flour. What am I doing now? Stir and cook for about 1 minute before pouring in beef broth. We're making chicken. Why do I need beef broth? Don't get me wrong, I have it because, you know, I bought all the ingredients for this recipe, but do I ever use a baking leftover ingredients like that chocolate? Yeah, I've been putting pecans in everything I've been doing for the last, like, I don't know, week, because I bought pecans for like a pecan sticky roll or like a butterscotch pecan sticky roll. How much beef broth do I actually need? I need 14 ounces, so I guess I'm bringing up the scale. Fuck. I kind of want to measure it in the Starbucks cup, and I don't know why. I'm also actually going to keep this off chicken going because I drank water and wine, so now I need to pee. So I will be back in a second. Be right back. We are back, and I gotta get this done soon because my boyfriend has to go to sleep soon, and we're still trying to binge watch Kaleidoscope on Netflix. We've been watching like 2 episodes a day, so I think we might be able to get done today, which is good because if I have to stop watching, because I'm someone who like always just binge watches things. Like, I will sit down and watch literally like 3 seasons of a show in a day if I'm really into the show. So watching like 2 episodes at a time of something, I hate it. And he's like, oh, you don't have to like wait for me. I'm sorry, how much beef broth do I need? 14 ounces. Well, that's 10 ounces, so I just need 4 more ounces. I could probably fit 4 more ounces in here. But I'm very much someone who just like binge watches TV shows, And he's like, oh, like, if you really want to watch it, like, you can watch it without me. And I'm like, no, that makes me a shitty person. If you're like, hey, or if we're both like, hey, we should watch this thing together, and then I go, hey, actually, instead, I'm going to watch this without you because I don't want to wait for you, like, because I know you go to sleep early, and I don't know. So, the stream fell. Yeah, I went to the bathroom. It's a normal thing that normal people do. I don't know if anyone else can relate. I don't know. I'm supposed to be whisking this. Am I? Cook for about a minute. Whisk until thickened. I'm just gonna continue to use my random wooden spoon. Because I understand what you're trying to do. You can't force me to use another whisk. You can't force me to use another utensil. You can't force me to do dishes recipe. You can't make me. Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this for a little bit. So how was everyone while I was gone? Yeah, this is just gonna cook for a little bit. Are you supposed to like boil or something? Question mark? I think it's supposed to boil. It also says to stir it, but what do I do after this? Add chicken back to skillet and spoon sauce over the chicken. Okay, so the skillet isn't technically oven safe. So instead, what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to fit them in here. Because this can fit all the chicken. Hit a bit dandy but not fine. That's... Why does that feel like the most white person thing? Way to respond to how are you ever? I'm like, I'm dandy, but I'm not doing fine. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna add the chicken into this pan, because again, that other pan isn't technically oven safe. This pan is, so I'm gonna just pour the contents of whatever gets done in here over that. Am I supposed to cook this any longer in there? Top with 1 slice of provolone and 1 slice of Swiss cheese for each breast. I'm not sure how much cheese I have left, because I bought the ingredients for this a while ago, and then I kind of forgot that I was gonna make it. So I have, and we've been making like sandwiches and stuff in the meantime, and I've had like multiple recipes that are like, oh yeah, use this. So I only have 3 pieces of Swiss cheese left, so I should wait until, I lied, we're waiting until this thickens, because I don't know how long this is supposed to thicken for. It is getting thicker, I just don't know. How thick is too thick is the real question. It's the question on everyone's mind, we've all been thunkening it. How thick is too thick? It is boiling, and it is slightly thick. I think this is good. Because basically we're just making a shitty roux with like the flour and the beef broth. Like a good roux takes a very long time to make. It doesn't say how long, it just says whisk until thickened. It is thickened, but for how long? I'm gonna let it thicken in, actually no, I was gonna say I was gonna let it thicken in a little longer, but this is again going into the oven, so I'm just gonna pour this weird mixture on top of the chicken. Yummy! It does smell really good. Until it comes to the back of the spoon. Dude, it's been doing that for a while. Alright, got some onions on there, got that. You're done. In the meantime, add cheese to you and you. I only have 3 slices of Swiss cheese, so I got a lot more provolone though, don't worry. What do I do after this? Top one of the slices with provolone, 1 slice of Swiss for each breast. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Got some provolone going. Put you back in there. I will fully, wholeheartedly eat an entire slice of provolone cheese. You can't stop me. Bake until cheese is melted and chicken is cooked thoroughly. 8 to 10 minutes. I gotta move my oven rack and I gotta wait until I finish the provolone first. Oh, it's a velouté? I learned all the mother sauces in my first term of culinary school. I forgot all of them, I'm not gonna lie. This is bringing me back. Roux, cream, nutmeg, a bechamel, roux and stock is a velouté. I remember these things, I just don't remember these things. I really have absolutely no idea how I finished my first term of culinary school. Because at that point, again, it wasn't me doing baking and pastry, it was me doing culinary stuff. And I struggled so hard with the culinary stuff for some reason. Alright, move you. Actually, I can do it on this. There we go. Alright. Put it in the oven. Bakes for about 10 minutes. So I'm going to put this in the fridge. I'm going to tidy up a little bit, but this is probably the end of stream. The chicken will be done in a little bit, so... Milk duds, also done. They're delicious. Except every time I pull one off, the bottom chocolate comes off. So then all of a sudden you just get a bottomless milk dud. Again, they're still really good. Yoink. Move over there. Okay, you're done. Ah. Cheese. Yoink. What else? I think that's it. Tidying up wise for now. I'm definitely gonna do like a deep clean tomorrow because I'm not really planning on doing anything besides probably mixing together last week's stream and this week's stream, or not last week, last time's stream 2 days ago. What was that? What is today? Dude, I don't have like a actual like physical job right now, so I never know what day of the fucking week it is or what day it is in general. I know it's the 7th. But I don't know, like, physically what day it is. And I'll never know. Oh, it's Saturday. Thank you. I was gonna say, and I'll never know. I'm just gonna live in blissful ignorance. Like, do I really need to know what time of day it is? Or not time of day it is. Do I really need to know what day of the week it is? Remember, days of the week were made up by the government in order to sell more calendars. I got this random fucking stand thingy here. Got you, got my culinary textbook, got the top to my microphone that I don't really use. Not urgent because I'll get to the Instagram eventually. Yeah, it's not, the table isn't that bad right now, honestly. Dishes, if there's not that many dishes, because this is clean back here. I can put this away. Because this was literally just used for water. Yoink. Oh, there's a little bit of water on the floor. It's fine. And in it, you go under here. Yeah. Neat. That dinner sounds delicious. I'll be right over. Yeah, big calendars behind it all. I don't support them. But yeah, I got like 7 minutes on the chicken. The kitchen's cleaned. I have a little bit of wine left. I was tempted to finish it. I don't think I'm gonna. But I think that is it for today's stream. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and so much for being here. I'm gonna take the time to blow my nose right now because why is my nose so like drippy? Let everyone say goodbye in the meantime as I think oh god, there we go. Move my nose ring. But thank you guys so much for watching and so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will see you guys when I see you guys next. Goodbye.